We've got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to McGurk Alumni Stadium in Amherst, home to the UMass Minutemen. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. UMass will kick off and will be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
And the Bulldogs are marching down the field. Back to throw, it's Lanning. Finds his tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Let's go! Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So UMass offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because They know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Second down coming up. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. This time he's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Man, as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
He's got it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Is every day becoming flag day for this offense? 1st and 25 now. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
The ricochet off the left upright and through. And, guys, that 3-ball has us all tied up here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking for a man. It's Lanning. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. The give out of the gun. Still running at the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab, it's Bridges. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll move the tight end. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top. Going downfield for the big play. And this one will be ruled incomplete. Made the catch, but just couldn't stay in bounds. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. On the option. He'll toss it. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Gonna swing it on second down. He's got an open man. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. It's complete on the right side. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lanning. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Looking left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. UMass comes to the line facing second and short. Got his man. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Gets it out quickly. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Between the uprights, it's good. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll return it. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The UMass offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Trying play action. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. UMass now faces a third and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working the middle. Touchdown UMass! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch at the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And he got him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Lanning. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
No chance he's taking a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get them thinking. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss. Looking to pass. It's Lanning. Got it set up on the outside. Can't get him to the ground. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got a man, it's Bridges. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Looking to throw. Sets up the screen. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Nobody around as he makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Wants to throw again. They've got the screen set up. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Dropping back, it's Lanning. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Bridges. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll try to get it through the air. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field, really.
Touchdown, UMass! A great catch and run for 6. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the 4th quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Dropping back, it's Lanning. Got his man in the middle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And the Dogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Across the 25. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive, great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.